You know, it's something that it's part of the game. You just got to take it. It ain't nice. Now the highs are very, very high and the lows are low. But you suck it up, break it down into what went wrong, and correct the mistakes. This is the game we are in. It's a crazy business. Nobody makes it out of this game unscathed. All you got to do is look through the history books. So I look back at the contest and I enjoyed the contest. And that's it. I made my plans for revenge, and that's it. You know, everyone that has been involved in my camp have had a crazy change in their entire life. So this one, it forced us to look at how we were preparing. It forced us to come back together and do what we've been doing from the beginning of focus, solid work. This time we incorporated structure into the game. I feel structure is the true key to success. So these are just changes that we've implemented, and again, I've responded amazingly. Usually at the end of camp, I'm like, I can't wait for this camp to end, or I'm sick of training, or or I'm banged up. I am absolutely perfect. Like this time last camp, I remember I was in a bad way. Everything was just, the opponent changed. The whole circus was kicking off again when it only had just happened. I was overtrained, and well, now here I am, fresh, full of energy, full of vitality, underweight. I know he's close to 200 pounds, so he has a weight cut. That's what happens. You eat, you get comfortable. All of a sudden, that weigh-in day creeps up, and you've got to weigh in. So it couldn't have went smoother for me, and I'm very happy with it. I brought out a full team of people to help me from home and from abroad and from everywhere. Everyone has been on the same path. It's been a phenomenal camp, and I look forward to showcasing what I have been doing in the gym. I have 2 houses out here, one for the coaching staff and one for the sparring partners. The gym was located, the transport, the flights. I sort tickets for everyone, and it's been an investment, but it's been correct. It's what it has to be. It's a true fight camp. This is what it's about. I can afford to do this, so I have done it. As far as talking about gimmicks, this is the real thing over here. I think these WWE guys think they're not right in the head, some of them. I mean, the new age are dweebs. Let's be honest here, they're absolute dweebs. But the old school guys are legends, I mean, Ric Flair was a legend, the McMahons, of course, Dons. But I just said it as it is, the dweebs. I mean, what's the main guy, John Cena? He's walking around, he's 40. Yeah, he's 40 years of age. He's walking around in a luminous orange t-shirt and a headband, talking about, no, you can see him. We can see him right there. He's a big, fat, 40-year-old failed Mr. Olympian motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? They're dweebs, those guys. But I don't know what to say to Ric Flair. This ain't no gimmick. This is the real shit. I've got to get in and fight a man for real, with no script, with no nothing. So he was talking about challenging, bringing some other wrestler guys over to challenge me. I said, come bring it then. This is the real shit over here. If you want to come over, we can fight, no problem. And then a few of them were talking about the street and all. If they want to do that, come at me and see what happens. But like I said, no disrespect to the Dons of the game, the McMahons. I mean, Vinnie Mac's a fucking legend. I mean, they wrote Vinnie off a few years ago when he dropped from the billions, and then he rose back up, and now he's back in the billionaire club. And what he's been able to do with that bunch of dweebs he has over there at the moment has been phenomenal, and I respect him for that. And then of course the OGs of the game, the Rock, Stone Cold, they're all cool motherfuckers, but even Ric Flair's a cool motherfucker, but like I'm saying, I'm just speaking the truth. That new age of those guys are absolute dweebs, and they just seem messed up in the head. I don't know what it is when I listen to them talk, when I listen to them carry themselves. They just don't seem right in the head. So that might have been a bit ruthless of me to say, but again, it ain't trash talk, it's true talk. They're praying I don't come back. I mean, I've beaten everybody in the division. If Frankie had won that last fight after all the shit he was talking and his team was talking, it would have been set in stone. I'm going back there to shut that man up, but he got slapped around that fight. He couldn't do nothing against a guy that I KO'd in one shot. So I just got to see it out, see what happens after this fight. But I'm the featherweight world champion, and I mean, the guy I KO'd in 13 seconds is holding the interim. What does that tell you? I'm leaps and bounds ahead of that featherweight division. We've got to talk. We've got to sit down and talk and see what's next. But like I said, I've got to fight. I've got to go in here against a man that has a win over me, has weight, has endurance, is tough as nails, and I've got to put him away. So I'm laser focused on that, and that is all I'm thinking of right now. Boom. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all coming out. I'm going to do some pad work in that. Stay loose. Thank you for the questions. Thank you.